welcome back to my channel. It's Cyril. So for today's video, I'm actually going to talk about how I built my jungle wall from Jaws Jungle. So I'm going to show you some clips of the items as soon as I receive them. And as you can see, it's been planted for a few months now. I started this back in March and it's already May, almost June, and the plants have completely acclimated. So it all started with, well, obviously me receiving the package from Josh Jungle. If you don't know about this company, Josh makes these wall-mounted self-watering setups, and it's pretty amazing. So what I planned with mine, hold on, let's just reposition the camera and I'll show you, or I'll talk to you guys about how I built or set up mine. Okay, as you can see, it is a self-watering setup. So this is connected to a smart plug, which I schedule on my phone to water a few minutes every day. So before the start of summer, well, has summer officially started already? Yes, in my opinion, it has. Prior to a few weeks ago, I was only running the waterfall every other day, but now that it's way warmer, I feel like every day wouldn't hurt the plants. So at this part, I'll be showing you how I assembled or how we came up with this setup. Get staples and grip clips on your deluxe kit. You get large ones and miniature ones to help stabilize your plants. You get the mount, the tube, and this copper to prevent algae buildup. On your deluxe kit, you also get a floating reservoir lid. We also get a submersible pump and a utility blade, allegedly to cut these suction cups. You also get a utility knife on the deluxe kit. So leading up to the time that I had to assemble my jungle wall, I started collecting miniature orchids by attending orchid shows. For example, we have a variegated vanda here, so a bulbophyllum miniliforme, I believe, bulbophyllum vaginatum. We also have some Peperomia prostrata. So these are actually rescues from an old terrarium of mine. It was already starting to dry up, so I was like, you know what, let me toss some cuttings because I love the look of these smaller, delicate plants. This Aranges was inside a terrarium for a while, and it was alive, but it wasn't really thriving. So I decided to move this here, and we had two divisions of this this Vanda, variegated Vanda neofalcatum, I believe. And then this is what I'm excited about, the Solanum oleanum. So this put out a new stem, and this one too. For a while, I was quite nervous that it wasn't rooted yet. And this is a rescue stump of an Anthurium warockianum. And I just recently planted this Macotis, or yeah, jewel orchid. And we also have some more of that Aranges over there. And it doesn't look like this bulbophyllum wasn't really touching the wall. So, you have to make sure that it's actually touching the wall. That's why this section dried up. I need to reposition some of these stems to be touching the wall because as you can see, this is doing well. Another thing is they come with these straps, these plant straps, and Josh did tell me that after a while, these straps could come off once the plant is already, the plants are already acclimated. However, I use the straps to keep this driftwood, which I had for years already. So based on my own research, and this might be helpful for others as well, I know that the manzanita wood used in aquariums should be able to withstand the weather condition. Um, this looks way better against a blank wall. So I would be showing you clips of what that would look like. However, I'm renting, and I just find that this is conveniently hooked on my IKEA greenhouse cabinet because I wouldn't need to supplement it with artificial light anymore. So in this situation, it just gets a lot of afternoon natural light. So this is a south-facing window, I believe, and it just gets a lot of natural light. And the setup seems to be working, and I highly recommend it. If I would have another one, what I would be working on is a dedicated setup for maybe a prized possession of a plant. That way it'll be growing perfectly in this felt wall. So it comes with clips as well. So I'm surprised that the pepperoni actually took off, even though some of the strands aren't really touching the felt, but I had to make sure that at least one of the ends of these strands were touching. I'll also insert when this Vanda, miniature Vanda was still blooming. So right now the bloom is already spent, but for a while it was such a sight to see. There was two beautiful flowers that lasted for a couple of weeks actually. So that's pretty good. And then the reservoir would be here. So right now I just tossed random cuttings on the base. This is a variegated philodendron sodiroy, which was growing in a terrarium. So now I just let it grow in the water reservoir. And so far, so good, honestly. The yellowing just bothers me, so I might snip this off. But other than that, we have a very self-sustaining miniature orchid wall. So there's so many bulbophyllums and arranges here. So I'm excited that this bulbophyllum is also starting to grow out because this one I think is not liking being detached from the wall. It does love the humidity that the wall gives it. And that was it. Um, if you are interested, please go check out Joss Jungle and check out the other cool plants. I really just followed his mounting video. I will be inserting a time lapse of me assembling this. It was quite easy. His mounting video, if I remember, was ranging from 8 to 15 minutes. So it was fun listening to that while also mounting the plants. And I can't wait for this to fully grow out. So March, April, May, this is about 3 months already. Wow, time flies. So we have a lot of new growth and no death so far. I had more cuttings here in the lower section of this solanum before, but they weren't really touching the water. So, of course, to my nose, I mean, not to be surprised, but those cuttings didn't take off. But this one it seems like it's doing well. Even this Anthurium is already sprouting a new stem or root or whatever. So I'm so excited about that. And soon I will have beautifully shaped Solanum oleanum that looks like thunderbolts. Plus the Peperomia prostrata combination. I just feel it's so beautiful. So that would be it. I hope you guys would enjoy this explanation video and just an update really. 3 months update for my Jaws jungle. So stay tuned for more videos. And if you aren't subscribed yet, subscribe, follow, like, and comment. What would you plant on your Jaws jungle? If we were to do a giveaway, would you be interested? And follow Josh because every now and then he does give a very generous discount code for all his jungle walls.